You know, one thing I've realized when it comes to this conversation of spaza shops, foreigners opening spaza shop, is that it's fine. You can want to preach spaza shops must close, foreigners must close their spaza shops. But as long as they're still operating and nobody is closing them, like the law is not closing them, the bigger problem is the people who continue to buy from them. It's the people who continue to support these spaza shops. And today I want to play a clip and you're going to see what I'm talking about. They were interviewing one of the activists. It was a woman activist, people who protest against foreigners' spaza shops. And during that interview, I want you to look around, I don't remember the minute, but somewhere around the interview, that women, they were interviewing her. And then I want you to look in the background. There was people buying from the same spaza shops owned by foreigners in front of the interview done with these activists, and nothing was done. Nobody said anything. I want you to watch this.
And the autopsy report still pending. We're still to be informed by the health department. But I do want to bring in a community leader into the conversation here, Mam Bertha Zwane, to just give us some details. Sis Bertha, tell us, there's a lot of anxiety around here. Yes. Can you just describe what's going on in Soweto?
Now, it's just that people are now a bit worried because now the government is really making sure that these people operate. Already, 2 community leaders are getting threats, so that if they do not stay away from this, they say they are instigating violence. And we are not instigating violence. We are simply saying, close the shops and let these people go and go open their shops wherever they came from. I mean, I don't think their profit makes 5 million. As the laws of the country states, that they should be making at least 5 million. And how do you make 5 million out of a spaza shop? So still Mr. Mostwaledi is saying they have to do the autopsy of those kids, and the results are not out as yet. But still the shops, still they are allowing the people to trade. So we are all scared of our lives because we are threatened. Stay away from the Pakistani shops. And we don't even know who gave those people our numbers as community leaders. So, like this one we spoke to the landlord and we told the landlord that he must close. But after burying the kids, he's open. Except those that we made sure that they removed their products. Those ones, they remain closed. But these ones, like the others, they remain open. So most of the community leaders stayed behind because they are scared of their lives, because they are threatened. So, but we are threatened, but we are not afraid. We want all these shops closed. We'll make sure that we'll expose them. Whoever is behind, whoever is getting whatever from these shops, that person will be exposed. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sis Bertha, just a short while ago, we saw people come and buy. So clearly there's not as much anxiety from the people to buy from these stores, which perhaps are the cause, but that's still to be confirmed. But there's no fear in coming to buy here.
Other people, I don't know whether they call it ignorance or what. Only a few people come. But you don't know why are they still coming. But we agreed as a community that we are not going to support them up until we make sure that everybody is out and we make sure that all South Africans own their spaza shops. That is our intentions. We want South Africans to own spaza shops. We do not want Pakistanis to own shops. All South Africans must own the spaza shops. Yes.
So tell me, maybe perhaps it's an issue of logistics. If you live across the road and here's this spaza shop, what is the nearest shopping mall? What is the nearest alternative?
Okay, we have ShopRite down the road. We've got Boxer, we've got Pick and Pay, we've got a lot. But it's just that maybe it's people we've got even Pilgrim's Corner. It's just here. It's just that people, I don't know, why do people continue to buy? Maybe they're not scared to die. I don't know.
In terms of the autopsy report results that we're still going to hear from the health department, are you concerned about the length of time it's taken?
Very much so. I mean, let's take for instance, when it was COVID, COVID came to us like it was a crisis. And what happened is the president made decisive decisions. This has to be done. Shops had to be closed. Everything came to a standstill. But now here, 6 kids die. 6. And it's not only 6 here in Naledi, it's actually 10. And what happens? No, we still have to wait for the oncologist or the forensic pathologist and whatever before we can give out the report, of which is crazy. The government should have taken that decision same time. Bring all those experts in one room. Here are the kids. Speak to the labs. If we bring specimens there now, make sure that you test them and you make sure you retest and test and give people answers. Because what people want now is answers. We are even scared of letting our kids play outside because now we are scared that maybe, kids, they will just go to a SPAZA shop and go buy. So the government is dragging their feet really. But I promise you, if it was the deputy president or the president child that consumed those snacks and died, the results were going to be out in a day or two. But because it's in Soweto, it's a location, they don't care. They drag their feet. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just the last one, Sis Bertha, your message to the community as we deal with this ongoing challenge.
Please, community, I'm pleading. We are pleading as community leaders. Do not support these shops. There are so many shops that are still owned by South Africans. There's Pilgrims, there's Tata. There are so many. There's Mabel. There are so many that are still owned by South Africans. At least those products can be tested, can be traced from the supplier. So please support them and stop supporting this Pakistani shop because they do not care about your health. The last time there was an interview with the leader of the African Diaspora Forum. He said, no, these people, they know the bylaws, they know the laws, but some of them choose to ignore them. So what does that say about them to us? It says they do not care about us, but they want our money. Yes.
I watched, right? You listen to what they're saying. I hope you're not just trying to look at those people who are buying. You also listen. This lady is also crying because they really want these SPAZA shops to close. But it seems like the landlord, the people who allow these people to rent these SPAZA shops, they're not willing to go through that process. They continuously rent out these SPAZA shops. They continuously want these people to open their shops because their shops have been closed for like 3 weeks. And these foreigners or local SPAZA shops, it was not just foreigner SPAZA shops, even some local SPAZA shops were closed down during this time of inspection because nobody knows what has been going on. And I promised I'm going to follow this up, and I'm following this up, and I won't let it go. When the results from Dr. Aaron Mutwaledi come out, I'm going to report to what happened, what actually is it, what is this chemical agent they're talking about, how does it affect the food, how does it affect the children, what is the link. I will break it out here. If I can't break it with my own words, I'll play a clip of him explaining so you can understand. But based on this video, it's the people who continue to buy. They buy. They're not threatened by the media hype trying to close these SPAZA shops. They have relationship with these foreigners. They know they can get things cheaper from foreigners. They know they can get it even though they don't have enough money to buy from these SPAZA shops. And many people, I don't think this hype that is here on media is gonna make them stop from buying from foreigners. They are the ones, the people who buy, who reinforce the selling of these products, who reinforce foreigners to continue operating their businesses. So before you point fingers at just foreigners, you must also look at the people who are renting out these SPAZA shops, the people who continue to buy, the people who protect these foreigners, the police, everyone. Don't just point fingers at the foreigners. Point fingers at everyone because you saw there in that video. Nobody was telling those guys, no, stop, don't buy. They left them, they were buying there. It seems like they didn't care about the hype online. They were buying. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's getting complicated. And it's not the first time this is happening. It has happened last year. It has happened 5 years ago. It has happened 10 years ago. And it's always used like for political scores and trying to push organizations that protest against these things. But I hope you understood. It is what it is. Thank you very much.